the tombstones quake. Spooks come out for a midnight wake. Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. Oh, hello. I did not see you there. The song you heard me sing, if you're a true Disney nerd, you know the song very well. Especially if you've been to Anaheim, California, or Orlando, Florida, more specifically, Disneyland and Disney World, respectively. Now, the song in question was produced by Mr. Walter Elias Disney for his attraction, the Haunted Mansion, both in Anaheim as well as in Orlando. However, Mr. Disney did not get the opportunity to see his creation in Orlando come to fruition. As before it opened, he tragically and sadly had passed on. Now, there are two movies surrounding this attraction, with the title of this video being the second iteration. Now, the first iteration of the movie happened in the mid to late 90s. And the second iteration is the one we're going to be talking about today. Now, do you believe in ghosts? Yes, here we go. The Haunted Mansion follows the same construct as the attractions both in Anaheim as well as in Orlando, Florida. Anaheim, California, and Orlando, Florida. Mr. Gracey may, okay. So, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to actually say anything that happens in the movie, because if you've ridden the ride, you know the attraction, you know how the story goes. The difference between the movie and the ride is the ghost host says, "Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion." Actually, let me pull up the script and I will read it to you. 1 second. Yes, I'm using Google. The powers of the phones. Disney World version. The one thing I hated about the 2023 movie is, unfortunately, they did not follow the script for the opening. Now, here we go. The Magic Kingdom. When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight. They did do that, but not at the beginning. No. They dropped subtle hints throughout the entirety of the movie. However, did not do it at the beginning. Now, here's the part they left out. I think on purpose, but I'm not going to say for certain. The ghost host in the Disney world. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the haunted mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. Our tour begins here in this gallery. Here, where you see paintings of some of our guests as they appeared in their corruptible mortal state. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now. I'm going to stop there. They did do a subtle nod to both attractions in this movie, which I adored, 10 out of 10. As a Disney nerd and as a Disney historian myself, I simply fucking loved that that they did do that. Okay? Ten out of 10 for that. 10 out of 10 for the characters that you see in both Anaheim's as well as in Disney World's, Anaheim, California, and Orlando, Florida, respectively. Subtle nods to different characters, whether it be the Hatbox Ghost, the Murderous Bride, the groundskeeper and his dog, Madame Leota, the whole 9 yards. Oh my god, okay? So basically, I'm going to just flip the camera around so y'all can read it. I'm not going to try to say all of that right now. But here you have what he says after what he said. Of course, there's always my way. I'm going to let y'all read that. Now, the one thing that was missing was the ghost host. Now don't get me wrong, I liked the idea of there not being a ghost host. 10 out of 10 for this movie, all in all. But Mr. DeVito, if you're watching this, me and you is fixing to have a coming apart Jesus meeting. If Emily and I meet you. Because that was not cool. When you startled the two people in the movie, your character startled the two people in the movie. Love you. Hate the fact that you startled the living fuck out of me. And I've known you, and I followed your career ever since Matilda.
For me, Taxi.
And for my friend, Taxi. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You and I is having a coming apart Jesus meeting. Mm-hmm. But all in all, the cast was good. 10 out of 10 for the cast, 10 out of 10 for the special effects, etc., etc., etc. 10 out of 10 for following the storyline of both Anaheim, California's Haunted Mansion, as well as Disney World in Orlando, Florida's Haunted Mansion. 10 out of 10 for being creative. The Hatbox, the one problem, or two problems I had was Danny DeVito's character. And you and I is fixing to have a come apart Jesus meeting. If I ever do meet you, Mr. DeVito. For that. And the Hatbox Ghost being made to be a villain. Whereas he was just as trapped, if not worse, due to his own father's neglect in the movie. That's the second problem I had with the storyline that they were doing in this particular production. Other than that, the scare tactic elements, 10 out of 10. Child friendly, I will agree, 10 out of 10 for that. Did I like how they did the movie as a whole? Yes, 10 out of 10. What is it a must-see? Yes. I strongly urge you to watch it if you haven't already. But there's 999 haunts at both locations, at Disney World and Disneyland respectively. But there's always room for one more. So hurry back, hurry back, hurry back. Till next time.